today we will be learning about line notes and space notes. Now, can you remember what is this one? Okay, this is what we call the staff. The staff has 5 lines and 4 spaces. Now, did you remember that symbol? That is the G clef or the treble clef. Now the note outside of the staff is a whole note, and the line that is outside of the staff is what we call the ledger line. Now if we can see this one, this is what we call the middle C or the middle do. Middle C or the middle do. So when you see a whole note or when you see a note on the ledger line outside of the staff, like this one, is what we call the middle C. Now, did you remember this symbol? This symbol is the bass clef or the F clef. Bass clef or the F clef. Now again, if you can see a line outside of the staff, this is what we call the ledger line. And if you can see that one, the whole note that is above the staff of the bass clef is what we call also the middle C. Don't forget that one. So when you go to the grand staff, so you can see the treble staff and the bass staff. So that is the G clef or the treble clef and the F clef or the bass clef. So the line outside of the staff is the ledger line, and that note on the ledger line is what we call the middle C. Middle C. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So don't forget that one, that this is the middle C. Middle C. So now we'll be discussing about the line notes. So here are the line notes on the G clef or the treble clef. E or the mi, G or the sol, B or the T, D or the re, F or fa. So when we memorize the letters E, G, B, D, F. So when you see a note on this line, that is E or mi, or the same as the other. So when we see a note here on the second line, we call it G or sol. So E on the first line, G on the second line, B on the third line, D on the fourth line, and F on the fifth line. Always read from the bottom to the top. So mi, sol, ti, re, fa. Now on the space notes. On the space, there are 4 spaces on this G clef or treble clef, right? Okay, so read also from the bottom to the top, bottom to the top. So on the first space is F or Fa, F or Fa. Second space is A or La, A or La. Third space is the C or the Do, C or the Do. And the fourth space is E or Mi. So when you see a note on the first space, that is Fa. When you see a note on the third space of the treble clef is Do. Don't forget that one. Now, let's go to the line notes of the F clef or bass clef. F clef or bass clef. Now, again, when you read the line notes, you should start reading from the bottom to the top. Bottom to the top. On the first line, it's G or Sol. G or Sol. On the second line, this is B or T. B or T. Third line is the D or Re. D or Re. On the fourth line is F or Fa. F or Fa. And on the fifth line, it's A or La. So when you see the bass clef, this is the bass clef or the F clef, here are the line notes of the bass clef or the bass staff. Now on the spaces, here are the notes on the spaces of the bass clef. So here are the space notes. On the first space, it's A or La. A or La. Second space is C or Do. C or the Do. On the third space, it's E or Mi. E or Mi. And the last space is G or Sol. G or Sol. So when you see a note on the second line of the bass clef staff, it's Do. When you see a note on the fourth space of the bass clef of this staff is G or Sol. So here are the different kinds of line notes and space notes of the treble clef and the different line notes and space notes of the bass clef. So don't forget to familiarize or memorize the different kinds of notes, the musical symbols, and this one, the line notes and the space notes. Now, let's have a short activity. What note is this? A. Do, B. Fa, C. La, D. Re. What is your answer? The correct answer is C. La. La. Because it is a treble clef and then the note is on the second space of the staff. So 1, 2. So this is la. Very good. Next, what note is this? A, T, B, fa, si, la, di, do. The correct answer is B, fa, because this is a bass clef, and the note is on the 1, 2, 3, 4th line of the staff. So this is fa. Very good. Next, what note is this? A, la, B, mi, si, do, di, sol. The correct answer is mi, because this is a treble clef and the note is on the 1, 2, 3, 4th space of the staff. Very good. Next, what note is this? A, F, B, G, C, D, and D, B. The correct answer is F, because this is a treble clef and the note is on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th line of the staff. Very good. Now last one. What note is this? A, F, B, E, C, D, D, C. The correct answer is D, C, because this is a bass clef and the note is on the 1, 2, 2nd line of the staff. Very good. Great job, students. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to study. See you again next time. Bye.